Hell is overflowing, and Satan is sending his dead to us. When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
Hey, this is Wolf from Armoury-Terrain, and this is the second in the series of How to Survive the Zombie Uprising. Now, if you're wondering why you should listen to this old fat guy, check out the video that's either linked up here or up there, and that'll show you all the reasons why. Now, in this video, we're talking about one of the most important decisions you can make. And I don't mean when the zombies are here knocking at your door. I mean right here, right now, before the first hint of any sort of zombie uprising happens. And that decision is to stay or go.
Should I stay or should I go?
Or as the Americans would have it, bug in or bug out. All the preppers I seem to watch videos for, they're always talking about bugging out to here or bugging out to there, or so forth. The question is, are you running to something, or are you just running away? Now, there are some reasons that you would leave quickly, as if, you're in another city far from home, you'd run. If you're living in an inner city apartment tower, you would definitely get the hell out. But for me, where I am, on the outskirts of Brisbane on the north side, I would stay, and I'm going to go through the reasons why I'm going to stay and not run. And that's not taking into account the fact that I've got a bad knee. Because even with the bad knee, I can probably still outfight most of the zombies and outlimp the rest.
Oh, it's a zombie. Oh. Why are you guys so fast? Get off!
At least in my mind I can. And hey, since zombies are fictional, as long as it works in my mind, right? Anyway, why I'd stay. So Brisbane's got about 3.5 million people in it. Most of them, however, live on the south side, around the Logan area and going down to the Gold Coast. And Brisbane is cut in half by a river, which only has a few bridges, which I'm pretty sure will get a fair bit of heat on them if the dead did rise. Now that the geography lesson's over, if I did choose to run, imagine for a moment the worst holiday traffic gridlock you've ever been in. Just sitting on the highway for hours on end waiting for traffic to clear. It's going to be like that, except worse, because some of these people are going to have taken infected with them because they're family members and you can't leave them behind even though they've been bitten. So you're going to have zombies appearing in cars here and there. Which means car accidents. And of course no emergency service personnel, so you've got to rely on the people there on the scene to A, kill the zombie, and then B, push the car off the road so traffic can keep going. Lots and lots of people won't have the nous to be able to push cars off the road, which is a sad and sorry indictment of society, but that's what it is. Now, this house that I'm in is a fairly safe house. It's a high-set house, which means my front door is about 5 feet off the ground. So as long as I take away the stairs leading up to the front veranda, zombies can't actually get to my door until there's a pile of bodies for them to climb on. So that'll help. I also have 7-foot fences surrounding my property with a concrete insert underneath. And that's because the people that owned it before I did had a big bitey dog, so they had to keep it restrained. Now, I also have gardens out there, presuming they haven't died in the recent heat wave. And these gardens, when I actually take care of them, produce somewhere between 2 and 10 kilos of fresh food every week. Now, that's not counting all the sprouts and stuff that I'd be growing inside against the windows if shit hit the fan. This is just normal garden procedure. Now I also have water here, about 5,000 litres in my water tank, and another 2,000 or so litres in other containers that are here in storage. The biggest reason though why I wouldn't run is my local knowledge of the area. I've been here 10 years now, so I know where all the streets lead, I know where all the different bits and pieces are located. So when it comes time to locating further supplies, or looting as people would say, I've got a pretty good idea of where to go. And no, I'm not talking about shopping centres. Here's some homework for you. Next time you're in a shopping centre, have a look to see how many windows there are in the produce store. I think you'll find that there's nil, because it's a security risk and it makes it harder to air condition the place and so forth. So once the power goes out, that is a pitch black environment. Don't know about you, but I don't see super well in pitch black environments. So even with a torch, I'd want to be real sure there were no zombies before I went looting into there. Now, preparation wise, here I've got food stored. Okay, mainly it's rice and wheat and, long life stuff that I can live on for maybe 2 or 3 months if it came down to it, especially if a little bit of fresh fruit and veg from the garden. I also have all my weapons here. Don't worry, there'll be another video on how to make weapons and which weapons I think would work best against the undead. I also have all my first aid supplies here. So these are more reasons for me not to run. Something else to consider is bushfires. Okay, the zombies have risen, the fires are still burning. At the moment here in Australia we've got about 60 bushfires still burning. We haven't had less than 40 bushfires burning for the last 2 months. And the only reason that they haven't gone worse is that we've got all the bush firefighters out there. And zombies rising, I doubt we're going to have these guys out there. Also, we're going to have fuel issues. We're not going to be able to get the trucks moving. So far this year we've lost just over 600 houses, plus maybe 1,000 farm buildings. And that's with all the firefighters and the planes and everything else. So where I am, I don't have to worry too much about fires. But if I was to bugger off and head out into the country, pretty much guarantee we're going to get burnt out sometime in the next month or 2. Also, I don't really have anywhere else to go. All my eggs are in one basket here, and I'll stay and look after this place. Also, a lot of my friends and acquaintances know that I am prepared for this sort of stuff, so they should be appearing in the first day or 2 after the zombies rise. So I'll have extra hands to grow food and to defend the place. So basically guys, it comes down to don't wait until the zombies are knocking at your door. Decide now whether you're going to go or whether you're going to stay. If you're going to stay, prepare the place. If you're going to go, make sure you know where you're going to and have some sort of preparation there. My neighbours, they're an older couple. They've got 2 grown-up kids who both live in the area. They have a plan in case of bad things happening, and that is to pack up their big 4-wheel drive, pick up their kids along the way, and the kids know this, they also know what to grab, and head out to their country property. So they've got that all mapped out, they know where they're going, they know what they're taking with them, and they're prepared out there. So I don't have that sort of luxury, having a country property, so here I'll stay. So this is Wolf from Armoury-Terrain saying, use your brain to make sure the zombies don't eat it.